The following program may contain adult language and mature subject matter and does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Reality Radio 101, its advertisers and sponsors, or its listening audience. Listener discretion is strongly advised. Good evening and welcome to the Heikadelic Show with your host, Heikadelic, right here on Reality Radio 101. To get on board right now, send us an email. Our email address is instudio101@gmail.com. And now, right to your host of the Heikadelic Show, Mr. Heikadelic.
Good evening. Here we are one more time. Monday night at 9:30, and you know what? We're going to get dirty. Right, boys?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's do this.
Nice to see us all. Terry, Johnny, Ringo, George, and Gary. Nice. The gang's all here.
Yeah, man.
And all you fans out there.
I got to actually give a shout out right now. Our pally Jeremiah is on saying what's up. Hey, Jeremiah. Hope you're good, brother. Good to see you today. Yep. We're already out and about. Let's do this, boys.
Nice.
So, what's new and exciting? Let's talk.
Well,
let's chat. Let's get dirty.
Let's chat. Yeah, that doesn't take long. Not
It
with
really
us.
doesn't. I'm actually surprised we haven't got there yet.
Anything new happen with anybody? Well, since last Monday?
You know, just a little too much drinking over the weekend for me. And
Drinking,
for me to say
working.
that's a lot.
Yeah, same old shit, eh?
Oh, well, not really. It was our pally Ed's 50th birthday over the weekend, so we celebrated it Friday
perfect.
and Saturday, and good times. I got to see some great people. Actually, it was really nice to see on Saturday Christian of I Mother Earth come out, so it was good to see him come out and hung out with him and his wife, and it was good. It's a good time. Yeah, always a good time. What about you there, Hike? What's going on?
Well, I'm just going to say hi to Wadina from California. She's on. Woohoo! She's always on.
That's right.
Maybe she likes the fact that your hands are never visible. Oh,
yes,
there you go.
Right. We were talking about this earlier. just shorts and no underwear, baby. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Terry's hands are never visible.
Never. Yeah. So, Ringo, what about you? What's new and exciting? You sitting there like you're all bored or stoned or both?
Well, these shows Monday nights kind of put a damper on my weekends because I usually just don't come home, you know?
Oh,
so,
you whiny fucking bitch.
Yeah, by the time I
Monday
get back,
night.
I'm pretty bagged. Yeah, Monday night. I don't work, right? So,
I know, that's perfect.
So his
Monday
weekend's
night.
every day.
Exactly. Every day's Saturday.
Yeah. Kind of like when
Every
COVID
day
first started,
Saturday.
everyone was going on about for years. It's like, oh, you know, weekends are too quick. I wish every day could be Saturday. And then COVID hit and everyone got sent home. And now it's like every day Saturday, but there's nothing to do. So you're just bored out of your fucking mind. So that's
Pretty
Ringo's
much.
life every day.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Speaking of something
one
to
of those,
do.
you'd have been proud, Terry, because you know, you're more of a hardcore drinker than I am. But
Thanks, man.
Your kids aren't watching. Are they? So anyway,
What do you mean my kids
I
have drank
got
with
I
me
got
many
one of
times?
those premix Magnum of margarita, and so I woke up yesterday, put some breakfast on, poured a big ass margarita in a big Bubba mug. You know, the huge ones, like you can put about I think 4 beers in it.
Yeah.
So,
you went right off on, did you? Right off the rails?
Yeah, pretty much. By about 10:30, I was feeling no pain.
Now you talking in the morning or at night?
No, in the morning.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You can't drink all day unless you start in the morning. Remember that.
So that, yeah, I mean, it kind of, it was good. It kind of mellowed me out. And then somewhere around, I don't know, beer o'clock, I think it was about 4 or 5, I just tackled the second half of the bottle. So it was a good day.
Proud of you. If I had a sticker, I'd give it to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I think here in the Great White North, if it's like whatever in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, it's 5 o'clock in Melbourne, Australia. So it is 5 o'clock somewhere. So you're okay, I think.
It is.
It's all good.
You look at it from that perspective, sure.
Yeah, you just join in with the Aussies, right?
Yeah, and I mean, as long as you're not drinking or driving or beating up your kids, you're probably okay. As long as you're safe.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as there's no violence involved or anybody dying,
Right.
it's all good.
Yeah, no blood, you're good.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
But yeah, I was.
So speaking of drinking, does somebody have the song queued up?
Oh, yeah.
I will be getting that song queued up, but I'm getting some messages from around the world that the stream is not proper, so I'm checking all that right now. But I will play your song if you like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we have a few shout outs to. I want to say hi to Ryan. How's it going, brother? Hope you're. I think you were away golfing this weekend, so that was good. You missed out, but it was a good time. And who else I'm seeing here? Ali, nice to see you on here. Thanks for tuning in again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see how I do that? How I duck out and get a drink? Here, watch.
Nice.
I'll get a drink. I'll get a drink right now.
Wow, that's pretty.
There you go.
See?
Good. That was oh Jesus, that's all.
There we go.
Heiko's big fucking head.
Isn't it big? It's kind of square a little bit too. Hey George, what are you drinking today?
I've got a Dab Dark to come on later.
Oh, nice! I got them in the fridge too.
And another one. I've got another one in the fridge, so it should be all right.
Oh, good.
Chilling
Good stuff.
Yeah. Talking of drinking, I mean, here's a question, Terry. I think you know, Trooper beer, the Iron Maiden beer, right?
Yeah,
I've looked for that. And you said it's in a liquor store. I've looked for it. So
that's
obviously,
I've never tried it yet. From my understanding, it's kind of hit or miss whether it's in stock in certain places.
Yeah, it's hard to get.
What's it called?
So, it's Trooper, I think.
Trooper. It's Iron Maiden.
Trooper. Yeah.
It's hit or miss.
Yeah.
I thought somebody said you could get it at the beer store every once in a while too, but I don't know if that's true or not.
I've
But
always
yeah,
got
yeah,
it at the LCBO.
Yeah,
Where's
that's
that?
okay,
Which
that's-
one? Which one?
In Port Perry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
if I
I've
ask
never tried
somebody, I mean, I'd
Have you
like
ever
to
seen
try
it? I got a can out in the fridge. I can show you what it looks like.
No, I know.
I've got a beer coaster from it that somebody gave me with a bunch of coasters a while back, and I thought, I must try that from somewhere,
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah,
funny enough,
it's not
by the way, yeah.
Right on.
Is there any bad beer?
Yeah, it's about $3 a can. It's at
Yeah, it's
LCBO.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Which location?
Cheap.
I'm gonna
That's
have
like
to
when I go
Google
to
it then.
one of my watering holes in town, I'll drink like Paps, and people are like, "Why do you drink that?" It's because it's the fucking cheapest beer here. That's why I drink it when I'm here.
Nice.
Hell yeah, I don't give a shit. As long as it's got alcohol in it, let's do this.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Derek said that he likes his dabs too. There, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my go-to
dab
beer.
beers.
I always have dab.
Yeah. Nice beer.
Like-
Nice beer.
Except I ran out now because I drank it all over the weekend. So
yeah.
So it'd be
Yeah.
like
happens.
a little
Somehow
dabble
that
do ya?
happens.
Is that what it is?
yeah,
A little
Yeah.
dabble do ya?
a lot
Absolutely.
of little dabs will do you.
A little
Absolutely.
dab will do you just fine. What? That's not mine. It's not.
Ew, it's your fucking.
I'm on dabs
Oh.
again.
I'm thirsty.
You a dab
we
with
should-
me.
Ah,
All right,
It's-
go for it.
It's German beer, right? It's German, and the
And
Germans know how to make
Wahida
beer.
says, "Cheers to Kool-Aid." I love Kool-Aid.
Really?
Kool-Aid.
What's your favorite
Kool-Aid
flavor,
tastes
Wahida?
great.
I haven't had that in like fucking forever.
what's your
I
favorite
liked
flavor?
grape Kool-Aid and strawberry or punch or whatever it was like. Yeah, cherry Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
cherry
we always
Kool-Aid.
mixed grape with vodka. And we called it Killer Kool-Aid.
So and Derek likes dabs, just the type you smoke. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
Don't do drugs.
I'm doing some of that after.
Oh my god. So
Well,
much for that
so-
public service announcement there.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Well, back
I
in my
can smell
Toronto,
it.
back
Yeah,
in my
grape-
Toronto days, at the CN Tower, one of the night managers, Marwan, we went to a party afterwards at someone's apartment, and he made Jello, but he made it with vodka. He called it electric Jello. Everyone loved it. Yeah, that's what he brought for dessert.
Jello shots. I'm not allowed to do those anymore.
No,
I end up getting found naked in places.
Yeah, it's deadly.
Oh,
It is deadly Jello because I can eat a ton of the fucking things, and it ends poorly for
and then you wind up having purple fingers and a purple knob, right?
No, my knob's already purple just because I hold.
That's how they find you.
So, G, do we got any emails or anything yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. I just didn't know because you were saying you had some stuff coming in, but that's I'm assuming from satellite companies and
that's the companies and all that stuff. And I'm trying to figure this all out. So just give me a minute.
Yeah, no worries. So, Georgie, why don't we do your backside first thing?
Okay.
Show us your backside, George. Let's do this.
Do George's backside.
Do Georgie's backside.
Hello, ladies.
Well, thank God it's not Terry's backside.
That's right.
From George's vinyl remains. I mean, the thing is, to find out vinyl albums, of course, I'm not sure what year vinyl actually stopped being made, per se. I know you can get it now, but it's kind of a bit specialized, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we're always a bit back in the 90s, 80s, 70s. So this one is from the early 80s, and it looks like this.
Okay.
I have to cover that.
So for you that are new to this, this is so George is showing the back side of the album, and by that you got to figure out basically what the hell the album is, the artist and the album.
What's the front of the album?
You get bonus points if you know the name of the album, but if you know the name of the band, that's the main thing. But then if you get the album title as well.
And what I did today, if you're on reality radio listening to our show, then you can you can go to our Facebook page and this is posted on there. We're not going to answer this right now. We're going to let it kind of simmer for a little bit. And if people get ideas, you want to email in or drop in messages on Facebook, go for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
see, I almost thought that looked like a yellow submarine.
Well, he just said Beatles, so.
No, they're not. It's not the Beatles. It's not the Beatles. No.
All right, so there you go. Well, we'll let that simmer for a bit.
But they're not. It's not an American band. They're not a North American band. It's a European band.
Okay.
It's not the
wow,
Beatles.
the Coyotes are closed tonight, boys.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Watch your pecker there, Heiko.
Wiley's out there.
Yeah. You don't have to look that close to see it, George.
What the?
Well, I'm on my phone. It's like it's about 6 point or whatever it's called.
Oh, okay. Doesn't look like you're on the phone though. Looks like you're in some kind of highfalutin studio, like all of us.
Well, it's kind of boring.
I'm kind of a nomad right now. I'm just never at any.
It's very bright around you there, Mr. Ringo.
Yeah, the backdrop's very bright.
Because I'm in heaven, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So,
I knew you were going to say that.
Mr. Heiko, we figured out the problem. I just basically talked to.
It's Ringo's fault, isn't it?
No. It was. It's actually Westwood One. I don't know if you heard of that company. They're taking over some of the satellite stuff, and they had some issues with a few stations on the East Coast of the U.S. and which includes Toronto, and they just sent me what to do to fix whatever, and I just fixed it. So we're good to go. So tell me if you want that music, sir, your drinking song.
Yeah, absolutely. Our fans want to drink with us.
Here we go.
Let's do this.
Cheers. Oh shit, that was good. One more.
One more. Just play that over and over again for the whole hour of the show. You just hear, we won't say nothing, just get completely smashed so we're fall down piss in our pants.
So, what do you guys think is going to happen with Halloween this year?
I don't know.
You think they're actually going to have it?
I think I think it'll happen as long as unless they start offering out fines and shit like that, that might scare people off. But the reality of it is, it's really not a government fucking anything. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm kind of
Hey,
curious.
I saw this joke online, and
Yeah.
it showed this guy. He put like a 6-inch PVC pipe up to his door and then down like 30 feet away from his front door. And as the kids come, they just put their bag at the end of the pipe, and he threw the candy on the pipe. It was
there we go.
My only Halloween decoration that I put out is basically a gumball machine, and kids, it's $1 every time.
Yeah.
And just so you kids know, I put an X on the walkway coming up to the house, and I stand on the porch with a slingshot, and I'll fire the candy right at you.
So open your mouth.
You little bastards.
It's too bad this year because Halloween is actually Saturday, right? I'm just getting the calendar there. It would have been a great night. It's always good when it falls on either Friday or Saturday, right? So,
That's right.
I think it is kind of it's going to be interesting to see because I mean, with the numbers here in Ontario going up again and all this fucking bullshit, and because all the kids are back in school too, right? And everything's kind of so I don't know. I don't see the numbers going down right away, anyways. So
but there's more. Whatever. I mean, there's more testing too, right? So. I don't know. It might just
That's right. The last number I heard, they were testing like 40,000 people.
And then like what I was talking about earlier today was okay. So just for argument's sake, say there was 350 cases today. You know, on September 21st. It's height, say June 21st.
Right.
When they say it's the most since that particular day, but how many actual tests were there that day? In relationship to today's figures, if that makes sense. So it's going to go up, right? Because there's more tests. If you'd had 40,000 tests or whatever in June, would it have been the same number? Would it have been higher or lower? So those are the kind of things I'm trying to factor in to go. Well, I'm not just going to take face value on everything. I'm going to have to look into it and. And how do I live around this? You know what I mean? And not, go, crazy with it.
Well, on the Monday before Halloween, we're gonna have Halloween night. We'll tell lots of crazy stories.
I actually was talking to Ringo about that, about doing a potential Halloween show the Monday night before. I had a couple ideas, so we're gonna see what we can do with that. We'll figure something out. I mean, I was never one to really celebrate Halloween as far as, digging out candy for kids because I'm too fucking cheap for that. That's digging into my beer money. Fuck them. They can get their own goddamn candy. But all joking aside, we'll figure something out for that.
But what I used to love about Halloween was wherever I was living, like Ajax or Peterborough or here, I'd have the garage open and I'd have sound effects and have the smoke machine going and have the strobe going. And kids wouldn't come up the drive, and the parents would go, the kids won't come up, they're too scared. You can have so much fun with it, right?
Yeah. I know.
It's tough. And I'm going to miss that this year, It's just if you can't do it.
Well, I mean, you could do things like decorate your yard and stuff like that. And, if people are socially distanced walking down the street, that's kind of cool. But a lot of events and parks and places that had Halloween festival things are all canceled. So but
I'm sure there's going to be parties somewhere.
But if you do a Halloween one about Tales from the Other Side or the Supernatural, I'll tell you a couple that night. I will actually tell you a couple, and one of them actually happened right here, right where I am right now, about 3 years ago. But we'll save that for the Monday before Halloween.
All right.
It freaked me out.
All night, so.
We'll do something special for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We could do a whole show on that topic. But no, what I was going to say was, we're not going to get into this, but the numbers are obviously going back up. So there's like a resurgence of COVID. So, actually, Terry mentioned he was at something on Friday night, which got split up into 2 nights, and I was actually going to go on Saturday night. But due to the numbers, and I'm kind of high risk, and I've got people around me that can't afford to get it. So it's not a good situation because we're getting, locally about 400 new cases a day. So the chances of having private parties and all of that, and there's a lot of activities that we've been participating in, socially distanced, of course, but the numbers are back down, right? So you can't have 100 people or 50 people at an event now. So that's pared right back, and so it's almost looking like we're going to unfortunately go right back into very, very small pods or groups, right?
Yeah,
So,
which
yeah.
sucks. Fuck's sakes.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
really starting to enjoy life a little bit again, but
Yeah.
here we are,
Well,
right?
I bought tickets.
Oh my God.
Well, I
You
bought
poor
Sorry, I like
bastard.
my nightlife, for fuck's sakes. Okay, stop taking it away from me.
Yeah. Well, I
But-
bought
Yeah.
tickets for an exhibition in Toronto, like a Van Gogh into something or other back in January. It was like immersive Van Gogh, right? Where you
Right.
the old Toronto
Sorry.
Star building at Yonge Street.
George, you
Yonge Street.
stuttered for a second. You're an exhibitionist out of Toronto. What was that? Sorry.
Yeah, it was that too, actually.
So-
Now that you mention it.
So your atomic ballroom has a whole different meaning then, right?
Well, yeah. Yes, yeah.
My
It's a figment-
balls are always bouncing from the left and to the right. Or do yours go from the right to the left?
Well, it
To the
depends
right.
which
Oh, look,
country you're
Ringo's
in.
finally
Yeah.
woken up now. About fucking time.
Mine
Like
just
we're
slide
going
on the
there.
floor. Mine
Yeah.
slide on the floor,
Okay.
right?
You know,
Mine do the electric slide on the floor.
Okay. Yeah.
you know,
Right?
George, for the industry you're in and you've been in for decades,
Yeah.
you can, you and I have had a lot of talks for hours on end,
Yes,
the
we
back.
have.
and you've told me a lot
Naked,
of
of course, right?
no, but we've had a great
We're in the hot tub.
for
Yeah.
years. But he,
There
thing
you
is,
go.
he used to tell me, for everything he's done and seen, when you're in that environment, discos, this and that,
Yeah.
for all the stuff that George can see, he's very quiet about talking about anything about sex. I've noticed that. Like,
Uh-huh.
I'm sure. Well, in other words,
You
I'm
just said he
sure
was an exhibitionist, Gary.
Yeah, I know.
Clean your ears out.
I know.
In Toronto.
George has had to see a lot of stuff going on the dance floors, in the hallways, in the bathrooms, behind,
On the
this
boats,
and that.
yeah.
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 But he never talked
Swingers,
about that. End of
Swinger
it. Yeah.
cruises. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
I'd love
That's
to
the
hear
fun
those
end of
stories.
things.
Well, all I can
George.
say about that, yeah.
have you DJ'd on a swingers cruise?
More than
Is
once.
that what you were
yeah.
just saying? Oh, okay.
Really?
Talk
Wow.
about that. That's
We-
radio, man. That's radio.
That's what I'm saying. Now we got something to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about the swingers party,
So-
George.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
George,
You know,
tell us
that's-
more about
Yeah.
that.
That's George, and that's what I
What?
say. All these talks we've had about different things he's seen and people he's met. He's met
Yeah.
so many famous people, actors, and everything.
Yeah.
He never really talks. When I say, "Give me the juicy stuff," he doesn't talk about it.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm writing it faster because Ringo said I should get on with it last week because I'm not getting any younger. But
Yeah,
it'll all be in the book. It'll all be in the book. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is. I'll have a disclaimer at the front. It says this is based on fictional characters and has no resemblance to actual people. Let's say something
Sure.
like that. Yeah, but I've done the soundtrack to some crazy stuff. Yeah, but I'm always the guy in the corner who has to be the last one to leave the building when everyone else has gone already. So what can I say?
he's in the
Yeah.
corner.
So what happens on the
I-
cruise stays on?
Sounds like an REM song to me.
Yeah, the
Well,
lights are
I-
down
I-
low. Everything's locking up. The lights are down. You hear some rattling noise and shit, and
Yeah.
people go, "What the
Yeah.
hell's in the corner?" It's
That's
Yeah.
George.
It's George.
You hear this?
Put me putting my speaker stands away and going home.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, I
that
know
is.
our,
And
let's
friend-
give
sipping up
George
this
a-
roadcase. Yeah.
our friends at Standstills they're still supposed to be playing in Niagara Falls this weekend. They're doing one of the drive-in shows, and actually one of the bands we've had on our show, Revive the Rose, is opening up for them too.
Yeah,
Oh.
cool. I'd go see them.
Yeah, I hope that still goes through because that's a great show. If you're out in that area or you can get out that way, you got to go see both those bands. They're fucking amazing, and they're all great. bunch of dudes.
those are great
And
bands.
ladies, if
I'd
you're-
love to see them, but I would never see them in a drive-in show.
I'm not a big fan of that idea either.
I think it's so
Um,
fucking stupid.
Yeah, I don't think it's not my thing, but a lot of people they're digging it. So
Well,
bands
the
are got
thing
to
is-
try and make money somehow right now, right?
I understand it. Bands got to make money, and people are sick and tired of being at home. So they're taking any opportunity to get out and go
Yeah.
see something cool. And you know what? More power to you. Just my taste. If I want to see a
That's like
band, I
me
want to
too.
see I want to see a band, right?
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I
that's
mean?
like me too. I'm not
Yeah.
big on the drive-in thing, but it's what's working for a lot of these bands right now. So hats off to them for doing it. I know production guys that are doing this stuff
How
as well.
how
And
do they get the sound in the car? Is it
Mhm.
done through like a station that goes through your system in the car?
I've heard
Like-
a couple things on that. I don't think that's necessarily how it's done, because they still have a full PA system and everything there, right?
Yeah.
Like it's full production.
Yeah,
So you roll your windows down and listen to the music.
I'm guessing. I don't know enough about it, but I'm assuming so, because I know production guys that are running the shows that are doing sound and everything for it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know enough about it, but if we got any sound
Well,
guys out there doing this stuff, or
yeah.
any bands on here that have done it, let us know, because
Yeah,
I
or any
understand it.
fans that have been to a show,
They're
give us
doing it
an
both
email
ways.
or a call and tell us.
They're doing it both ways. As Terry said, there's full blown PA, and if you have a massive outdoor PA, you're going to hear it. That's not a question. But what they also do too is they transmit on a low power FM transmitter through the board,
Right.
and they'll
Yeah.
say, okay, the appropriate frequency is 88.4. You tune that into your car,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you get the sound, just a line from the PA, the whole of the bands, and then you could adjust everything in your car. If you got a really good stereo, you can bass, treble, balance, all that, right? So they're doing. I've
Yeah.
heard that they're doing it both ways through the sound guys.
I did hear something recently, and I cannot think of the country artist. It's a really well-known country artist. I don't know where this was. I'm assuming in the States, and they did this. And what happened was when they played live, but they actually were playing to pre-recorded tracks. But the problem was that when it come through the car stereo, what people don't understand is that when you go to a drive-in and that stuff's coming through your stereo, it has to be compressed to a certain amount. Just like movies, and the movie industry, when they go to drive, when they send them to drive-ins, their compression is set for the drive-ins. They didn't do it with the country band, and I guess the sound was just horrendous to it, and it was just honestly just garbage. So I'm assuming they figured that out since then, but that I've heard that recently.
Well, it's the music shows we have here on the station. There's 3 or 4 of them that play music, and people say when they listen through their computers and everything, it's more controlled. It sounds okay, but when they listen through their phone, it sounds horrendous because we don't compress anything, right?
Right.
So yeah, I could see that. Right, it would sound awful, distorted, too loud, the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah, if I went to one of those shows in my little Toyota Corolla and cranked up the stereo, it'd be like, that's all I'd hear.
Yeah. So my point of that is, if you're out in the Niagara area, and I'm assuming the show hasn't been canceled, I haven't seen any cancellations on it. Go check it out if you're into that thing, because it's the Standstills and Revive the Rose. Those are 2 great bands. We had Revive the Rose on this show. I was sitting with Johnny about a month and a half ago now, maybe. From Standstills, and Renee, she was there as well, which is his wife and the drummer. And I was talking about coming on the show, so we're gonna hook that up. I would have done it before now, but we had some issues with different problems on the show. We were still trying to fight through technology and shit like that. But anyways, I'll get them on.
Which venue is that?
Did you read that message from Derek? He said, "Is that Sergeant Slaughter up in the left?" Which is you, George.
Sergeant Slaughter, right?
From Dwayne.
Hell yeah.
Heiko is from Dwayne, not Derek.
That's what I said.
In English.
No, you said Derek.
No, you said Derek.
Yeah, you said Derek.
Yeah,
Okay.
Smart
All right. That's because it says Derek above it.
Hey.
Okay.
Shady Pines, Hike.
No problem.
Shady Pines.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
You and George could share a room there. Okay, moving on.
Wow.
Hello.
Is that because you want to share a room with Terry?
No. Yeah, Terry and I, we'd be you'd be
holding the hands.
A whole lot. No. We've talked about that, right, Terry?
Yeah, yes, we have.
Yes, we have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big JR on my hef. Yep. We talked about theme rooms. So
yes, we did. The mansion concept you and I wanted to get one day. Just theme rooms in the house.
And we
What a
want
brilliant
vibe.
idea.
We want what's his name? Who's that Cohebe guy that comes on here once in a while?
Coheed.
Yeah. Never mind.
Okay.
Vibes is alter
Actually, speaking of Vibes, I was chatting with Vibes Friday night. And he's in that, if you have Prime Video, there's a show on there called The Boys. He's actually in that. He's in that show. But so he was talking to me a bit about that, and he was telling me about being in a movie. I thought this was kind of funny with Jamie Foxx a few years back. I wish I could remember the name of it, but he actually played Jamie Foxx's best friend in this movie. And through the whole filming and everything they went through, not once did he ever get to meet Jamie Foxx, even though he was on camera with him talking. He never ever got to actually meet the guy, and he played his best friend in the movie. It's like, all right, that's
nice.
fair. So yeah. So Georgie, we should. Do you got another question we can throw out here? Because I don't think anybody's got the backside one for the album, anyways.
All right. Okay, we'll get back to that. Okay, this is Who Are We? It's an artiste, a band, group, whatever. Formed in Akron, Ohio, in 2001. They actually auditioned other members to join the band, but actually they ended up as a duo after initially wanting to be a larger band. Their third album was called Rubber. It came out in 2004. It received critical acclaim, eventually leading to a record deal with a major label, None Such Records, in 2006. After self-producing and recording their early albums in makeshift studios, the duo completed Attack and Release in 2008. The group's commercial breakthrough came with the Brothers album in 2010.
Damn, Derek, where are you?
Nope.
Oh, Derek's saying
Is
White
that,
Stripes.
I know. Sonny and Cher.
Oh,
Sonny and
almost.
Cher.
Almost.
No,
Almost.
was it?
Damn.
I think it was the Black Keys.
Oh, Mr. Chi.
Oh,
Mr.
nice.
Chi.
All right.
Really? Wow.
Oh, hang on. We'll give you the full. Hang on.
He's got the horn.
All right, keep the cross. You gotta help me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Oh, I forgot to put my light. I forgot to put my light in, but you know.
Nice. Good.
Yeah.
So, Kathy asks, I guess, Terry, in our mansion, would there be a red room?
A red room.
Yeah. That's a 50 Shades thing, right?
Wow.
Nice. Then yes, there will.
So who do you think, if it's George and Heiko or Terry and Johnny, who would have the red room?
Oh my God.
Well,
Heiko,
no.
you guys don't even have the pacemakers to keep up with my libido. All right, so there you go.
It's not. It's
Right.
The brilliance behind our mansion idea was that each room in the mansion would have different rooms. They would all have their own,
like
thing.
a disco theme and just some fun things.
Yeah,
Whips and chains in the red room.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but no, not like nothing too crazy. But lava
have like
lamps.
a room with like stripper poles in it. For the Good Friday
wow.
nights.
You have to, right? It'd just be for us guys, right? Just a big old man cave.
That's right.
So it's just for you guys, but who would be on the pole? Johnny or Terry?
It depends on how much energy I get.
I don't know.
I always want to see if I could slide down from the top upside down.
Oh my God.
Always clean it. Always clean
right?
it. So the problem with that is I have such a big so the let's just say okay. Yeah, so my bag would be doing the electric slide down. It's sort of like vertical, right?
Just as long as
instead of
between your
across
leg and
the
pole.
floor. Right.
Yep. So would it be squeaking coming down the pole? Wow.
Kathy says Code would be wearing his backwards thong.
Well, naturally.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, come on. That's gross. But yeah, okay.
That's gross. But you sliding down the pole with
Oh
your
yeah,
bag going
it's better than a squeaky bag coming down a pole. Jesus.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
What's wrong with
Derek,
you
Derek. This went south. How did this go south? Kathy made it go south.
Yeah, that's right. It wasn't us this time. It's not my fault. This time, anyways.
Yeah.
So, gee, anything coming in yet? I'm pretty quiet tonight.
Let me read this here. Hold on.
Probably a pile of emails.
Yep, Blaine writes in. He says, "Hey guys, listen to you from Dayton, Ohio. Another
Nice.
Ohio.
Cool.
Loving the show, enjoying it very much. Do you have a website?" That's from Blaine.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
The Heikadelicshow.com and .ca. You should be
And
able
you
to
can
find
buy
us
merch
there.
on there.
And join us. We're
That's
still
right.
waiting for someone to buy some merch and take a picture and send it to our show.
That's right.
And we'll
That's
put
what we actually
a
hoping
picture
for.
of you. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put it up on our Facebook page if you buy something off there. We got some T-shirts and shit. This is the Heikadelic Show. Let's get dirty at 9:30 on the back. Yeah, and then I think we've got like women's shorts and shit on there now too, right? Or we got to get the thongs up and running soon as well.
Yeah. There's lots of things.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you'd be sporting one of those by now.
Well, I would be if I fucking had them on there. So
No
I gotta
doubt.
wear the one that I've burnt out already. It's all I got now.
No doubt. No doubt.
I'm wearing the Tears of a Deity thong backwards. It's pretty much there's not much left of it now.
Is that the one you picked out of the trash bin at the dump?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No, that was the T-shirt that some fucking asshole threw out.
Yeah.
By the name of
it's
Johnny
like-
Ringo.
It was an accident. Come on.
Accident, my ass.
It was. No, it was a complete accident. Well, not completely. But,
right. It was a complete accident that wasn't completely.
Right.
Well, you know what?
Fucking
I
jerk.
still don't have a T-shirt from either one of your bands.
Hey, come down. I'll give you one. Just got to remind me. I got tons of them. Because I couldn't sell any of them.
You notice how quiet Johnny Ringo got? I'm not giving you a fucking T-shirt.
Oh, yeah. He wants double the price for his.
I think I bought 3 or
Correct.
4 of them at your show, actually.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah?
You did buy some off of me. You did.
Nice.
I didn't.
I
make
bought
them
some
for
off
free.
you.
Like, fuck him.
He
I
was
bought
like,
them off both of you guys, but I gave them to my niece.
he's like,
Yes,
hey,
you did.
Ringo, how much should I sell these shirts at? And I said, well, you don't base it on, how good your band is. Just sell them for $20, right? Because he wanted to sell them for like 10. And a lot of bands will do that, right? They'll undersell their merch, which is just, it's not a good, it's not a really good business move. I mean, if people are there, they're excited, they want to see the band, they'll pay $20. It's a nice round number.
And you know what? $20 really is not bad for a shirt.
No,
Because
go,
now
go
you-
to,
if
go
you
to
go to
a
a concert,
and buy a shirt.
They're 40. They're 40
Not
bucks.
if it's quality shirt, then great. The only thing you got to watch is if you're you get your merch from, let's say, online or whatever, and it's like let's say it's European, smaller sizes.
Yeah.
Like I prefer the Gildan shirts because I know what I'm getting. You can wash it a billion times, and your logos, if it's a good silk screener, they're gonna wear really nice, right? So
Yeah.
so the $20 is pretty quality, I think.
It is. That $20
That's
is
a
good.
good number.
Yeah.
And it's,
Gary,
and it's also
I
what
need
you're
you to-
supporting, right?
I need
Yes.
Gary to play a song.
Do you want the rest of the emails first?
Oh, yeah. Let's do the
Oh,
emails.
you still
got
first.
more?
We forgot
All
about
right.
that.
Let's go. Give us
Okay,
emails.
So Carol writes in and says, "Is that the same George that used to have the radio show on your station?" That's from Carol.
Yes.
Every
Yes,
show,
he
and
is.
yes, it is. We get that from every
Yes.
show. We get an email in about Georgie, and yes, it is.
Yeah.
And
Everybody loves George.
Scott
So do
writes in and says, "Hilarious show, guys. We need this. I live in New York City. It's been a
That's
zoo
good.
here, especially with
Yeah.
the idiot governor and mayors letting all the criminals out of jail." That's from
What?
Scott.
What the hell's
Again.
that about, Gary?
They've been letting Como to piss off, the Republican Party and Trump. He's been letting a lot of people out of jail that are held
Yeah.
for bail and this and that, no bail. He's letting them all out just to run the streets because he said, it's a COVID thing, right? Sure. So
What the hell?
Yeah.
yeah, big news. It's
Wow.
big news. They let out 1,200 inmates in the last couple of days. So, all right.
That's pretty special.
Wow.
Let's
Nothing
see.
dumbass
Eamon
about
writes in. Eamon
Who?
said, Eamon, Amon, I believe it is.
Okay.
Amen.
Amon. It's
Amon?
actually Amon. Yes.
Amon, and he says, how come with everyone on the Heikadelic show, there are no girl co-hosts?
Because they don't want to come on.
They want nothing to do with us.
That's right.
That's right.
We tried it once and they just kept calling us pigs and they would walk off.
That's right.
So
Really? Can't
Yeah.
imagine why.
I don't know either.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll take that under advisement, and when we go out in our next hiring, we'll consider that. Mhm.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. No, there's no gender preference on this show. In fact, that's why Terry's on
Well,
it.
clearly there is.
but,
'cause it's just dudes on here. It's a fucking sausage party.
Well,
Wow.
we would not be opposed, but you know what? We can only have so many people on it, right? And George is kind of, came on a few. Honestly, we started out as co-hosts, right? We didn't sign up for this shit. All right, it just kind of like we just happened to come along. The ratings went up, and hey, we're here. So we're here for a good time. Maybe not a long time, but
Yeah.
I'm here just to drink. I'm gonna be honest with you.
if some
That's
lucky
hilarious.
lady, if some unlucky lady out there would like to be on
Oh.
the show, just let us know, and we'll start you off as a co-host, and we'll see what
about
happens. I guess.
Kathy? Kathy
That's
wrote in, tra la la la. Kathy.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
Thank you, Kathy.
I think
Thank
Kathy
you.
would
Okay.
gladly be on the show.
I'm
Drink
getting
break.
my drink now, and we're gonna drink.
Drink break.
Hang on.
All right, let me get another drink then.
There we go.
He says, "What is Heiko doing?" That's Kathy. What is Heiko doing?
I got my drink.
Okay.
Well, Ali just says it takes a special girl to handle your guy's shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no kidding.
Says every
Hey,
woman
Gary.
I've ever dated.
I need a favor from you, Gary.
Sure.
Could you play that again?
Sure.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh
You take
wow.
advantage
Cheers.
of me, there, Heiko?
Cheers.
Yay. So is
Thank
that
you.
it for
Is
the
it-
emails there, G?
Kathy, is there any beer in your
we have
fridge?
another one.
Oh, we do have another one.
Just
Oh.
came in
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
on another computer, a different screen. It says Derek whatever writes in. He says, "Hey guys, I'm Derek from Stoner, BC. Question.
Wow.
There we go. We got a question. What has 10 feet, 9 arms, and sucks?
10 feet, 9 arms, and sucks.
What?
I don't
I was
agree
gonna
with
say,
this answer
It's
at
the
all.
five
man.
of us, but one
No.
arm's missing.
No. Yeah, it's a hilarious joke. It is, but
Okay.
the answer is Def Leppard.
Oh.
Get it, drummer?
Oi.
Okay.
Fuck you, I like Def
Ooh.
Leppard.
Rip
Ah,
on.
I love it.
It's horrible.
and tonight, the night we hear MCM and Toad play live. And by the way, I want to say something to you guys. MCM and Toad,
Uh-oh.
guys in my band want to do an acoustic thing at some venues, and I've been talking to some venue owners in Toronto, and they're more apt to do that right now than to bring in full bands, full crews, PAs, and all that. So he says put 2 or 3 original projects together, and maybe we can give you guys an acoustic night, do 1 set each at 45 minutes, take the door, and it's not a massive, we don't need a massive crew in here and a PA and all that. And so the first thing I thought about was you two guys to maybe, one of you guys go on first. We maybe go on in the between because we're a different genre. And then, and then the third guy goes on and we can make a night of it just doing it acoustically.
I think that sounds awesome.
And he told me this guy, he's just a booker for different venues. He doesn't own the venue or anything.
Right.
And he said he's opened up a lot of the owners now more. They're more acceptable to that type of thing because they can't have full patrons in the clubs.
Yep.
And he says, usually when I have a full band come in, I have to have 4 or 5 extra people on staff, sound guy, this guy, more security. You know, he goes, if you guys just do a night, we have a small PA, do everything acoustically where we don't need massive sound checks. More and more bars are going to be open to that in the fall. So I just thought, hey, it's a perfect time for you guys with us as
Ringo's
well.
still going to want a full, huge sound check and be treated like a rock star, though.
Well, that's okay to have that. You know, I agree with him. You know, you can have it. You know, you want to sound good, right? But we should think about it because we'd probably be able to get 3 or 4 gigs.
Gary,
there he is.
Gary, sorry to interrupt.
Here we go.
What makes you think that Terry and I are capable of doing acoustic anything?
Yes, you are. Come on.
That's a good answer, by the way.
It
you know,
is.
Okay,
Totally.
let me answer that. Let me answer that.
We are rock stars. We are.
I get
you know,
it.
we bring the fucking boom. You know what I mean?
Let me
Sorry,
answer. All right. A lot of metal bands in all different genres of bands around the world. If you go online even now, even Metallica, they all do acoustic sets. So the thing is, Johnny, you're singing, and Phil, or I'm sorry, whoever is your guitar player at that night would just play the same exact parts only on acoustic. You sing. Terry, you're totally capable of doing all your music on an acoustic. It's just a different
most
song,
of our
right?
stuff we were as we were coming into COVID, we actually were working on our pretty much our whole set almost acoustically, because we honest to God, we were working on doing something for the show. We had a few rehearsals and it was going well. We just honestly, we haven't rehearsed in a while. I was just talking to the guys the last couple of weeks.
Terry, sorry to interrupt. So basically what happened there, if you recall, was MCM was doing an acoustic version of everything that we do. And then, you guys started. So
no, actually, you're wrong.
Let's not
if you want to
that.
know the real truth, actually, most of our stuff was originally written on acoustic. That's no joke. Troy will tell you the same thing. Troy and I used to get together. It was him and I that wrote all of Toad's stuff. And a lot of that stuff started on acoustic. We wrote the song around, because that's what we used to do. We get together and just hang out in my studio and we would just write. And it was usually on acoustic. And a lot of our, like Save Me and shit, all written on acoustic.
But Tara, when you play guitar, you're an excellent guitar player. When you play your parts, yeah, sure, you don't have that cranking sound, that distorted sound, that loud sound, and that kick-ass sound on stage, but the same rhythms and everything you're playing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it doesn't matter. And Johnny, when he does his stuff, he can definitely sing all their great music that MCM does. It's just you're on an acoustic guitar, and it's going to get us the gig, maybe. That's the thing, right? Just to get out there, something different.
We actually have a song on acoustic, actually on YouTube, called Memories in Stone. So we've always written acoustically early on, and I've done some. Actually, I was actually looking at potentially re-recording Memories in Stone, because we never actually released it other than on YouTube, and it's a very, very old version. And I was talking to Troy literally yesterday about potentially re-recording that. So plus I'm working on another song of ours, redoing another one, Heaven So Far Away, which is piano. And I've been re-recording that. And Ringo, when you were here that night, I was playing a bit of it while you were here because I was fucking around in my studio. But we've done a lot of stuff like that. Realistically, it's just we've never performed acoustically, but Troy and I have played many times, and the band is rehearsed that way. But yeah, I'm not saying I'm against it or anything. We haven't spent much time rehearsing. We're looking to get back at it real soon.
Yeah, us either, of course, right? But because of COVID. But
yep.
But I'm
hey guys, sorry to interrupt again. But how do I take the lyrics in Supercharged that say, "Hey, let's blow some shit up," and put that on acoustic? Right?
You can do it.
You just say it a lot quieter.
You can do it.
Right.
You do it quieter. That's all.
I mean, I was watching Ozzy the other night do stuff, acoustically. Something he recorded, like it wasn't recent at all. It's nothing to do with COVID. He was doing some stuff with Zach Wilde, and Zach had, an acoustic guitar, and Ozzy's sitting there, and he's doing all his songs, and the guy can barely breathe anyhow, but you know, he's doing everything, and it sounded really cool. And you know, Zach is sitting there, you know, he's doing his thing. And now he's going, and you know, and it sounded cool, man.
Yeah,
You know,
I'll forever love Ozzy. God bless him. You know,
yeah,
I know he's not well, and it's not looking good for
Yeah.
him, but I love him to death. And Zach, it's my boy right there. So what a wicked guitar. You ever watch that guy shred on an acoustic? He shreds an acoustic like he shreds a fucking electric. It's just ridiculous. Oh, he's wicked.
So Derek asks, "Hey Ringo, didn't you once hold Terry's hand?"
Oh, here we go.
Sakes.
Here we go.
Why do we got to go through this every fucking show?
You remember that time at the music hall, Terry?
Remember that time?
Okay, I'll let you talk about George. George, you can tell the story, right?
George is trying to ignore you.
Almost.
Yeah, he's heard it. We've all heard it so many times.
George, go for it.
I'm still working on it, but just tell me about it. The two girls and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Take it away. Run with it, George.
You don't need to.
I
We're
can't
good.
remember. Sorry.
We've heard it.
I'm just writing to my agent here saying, "How did I ever get on this show?"
Well, how are you going to get? How are you going to get the memoir correct?
That is, you know.
But you know what we do have to do is we do got to get on to George's the rest of his questions and find out who the backside of that album is.
And we still got 2 more questions after that.
That's right. So
holy shit! We only have like 9 minutes left.
Who was it that sent in the Def Leppard joke? Who sent the Def Leppard joke?
That was our pal Derek.
That was horrible.
Well, it was horrible, but you know I have to smirk because Def Leppard are probably my second favorite band.
I love Def Leppard, and I don't fucking care.
I was playing them one night in a bar. Actually, I can't remember what it was. I was playing. I don't think it wasn't the obvious ones like you know, pour some sugar on me. I was playing something, and a guy comes up to me and goes, "Def Leppard, stop playing this stripper music." And I thought, "Oh, stripper music. Never thought of it that way." You know what I mean?
That's why I love them so much because I've always heard it played at strip clubs.
Well, yeah, but the funny thing, I said, like, "What's up with you?" Because I knew this guy, right? And I said, "Like, why'd you hate? Why? You know, what's wrong with Def Leppard? You know, I've seen him many times." And he said, "Well, I hate Def Leppard because," and this is, I totally forgot this. He said, because on my 20th birthday, whatever it was, he said, I asked my mum to buy me Def Leppard, a Def Leppard album. And on my actual birthday, she came up with something like a Boney M album. He said, "I've always hated them ever since because I got Boney M instead of Def Leppard. And that's what I had to listen to all day and the next day after my birthday." So I don't, you know, only when you're working in a bar do you get these stories. So that was it. You know.
Nice.
So Gary, how much runway have we got left?
It looks like here. Hold on. 10:22. So you have 8 minutes.
Okay. So George, as far as the backside question, what's a hint on that?
Well, do you want to do the threesome one?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Do the threesome.
Okay. All right. So we've got.
Just give us the answer.
I want to see if we can get it first.
All right. Now you might get this. We've got 3 lead singers. We've got Brian Johnson from AC/DC. We've got Bruce Dickinson.
From the band replacement singers.
I think that's the third one. Brilliant. Hang on. There you go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Code is on fire. That's all I gotta say.
Wow. Holy shit. How'd you do that?
It's magic, really.
You're a superstar.
Magic. It's the backwards song. It gets the best of me every time.
Gary, do we have any more emails?
Oh, let me just check right now. Betty writes in, and Betty says, "Enjoying the show. Love you guys very, very much. I will volunteer to be your girl broadcaster since you're doing it from Zoom. It doesn't matter where I will be to do it. Let me know."
All right.
That's a great idea. So here's the plan. I'm throwing this out there.
A guest broadcaster every week, someone different.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Yep.
We're gonna get a female guest broadcaster we'll just do it like probably once a month for the next little while.
I'm good with
Okay.
that.
It's too much
But
to set
I
up
think-
for every
I
week.
think we should get Betty's information because it was her idea first, so we should get her on first. What do you think?
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
think
no problem. I'll
what
forward
you,
it to
you
you.
can actually do is we're not sure where this is going to go, but we can you can do your research potentially, and then try and heckle us or no, take it wherever you want actually, and that would be fun.
Yeah.
I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
Derek's
Absolutely.
saying he'll be our female guest.
Yeah, of course he will. I want to see Derek in a tutu.
That's right.
He'll do it. So it's
All right. So before we move
All
any
right,
further,
Betty, that's cool.
so
Yeah.
is that it, G, or is there any more?
No, that was it.
Okay. So George, let's get
Yeah.
through the rest of these before we're out of time.
I'm still reeling that you got it after only two there, Terry. Like Brian Johnson and my third one, which would have
it's my
given it
brilliance.
away, was Sammy Hagar. Sammy Hagar was the
Oh,
third
yeah,
one. All
perfect.
three.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right, there's the album cover before we give the answer.
Yeah.
So what's the
That's
hint
over.
on that?
You as well could guess it.
What?
Is it
You
the
as
Guess
well.
Who?
You as well.
You as
Yeah.
well. So there's your hint. You as well. Anybody
That's
got
it.
it? I'm not seeing anything on Facebook popping up anywhere.
Is that
so-
would that be you too?
That is.
oh
See,
You
that's what I
too.
meant.
Yeah. Woo!
Fucking right, Heiko. You got it.
There it is.
Nice.
You too.
Nice.
October. I think the first album they ever did. Yeah, there it is.
Okay, so there's one more question. Let's jump to that real quick because we're almost out.
All
of
right,
time.
this is the audio one. The end is
All right.
nigh. Here we go. We'll play it for you. Just get the volume. Just don't want to blow your ears off. Hang on. Here we go.
Motley
Beatles.
Crue smoking in the boys' room.
Beatles.
Ooh, it's not the Beatles. It's not smoking
Really?
about. It's not Motley Crue either. Doing the
Prince.
old cover version of the Brownsville Station original, but
Prince.
Don't let me play with that. No, let's go with this again. Hang on.
Prince.
Something by Zeppelin? I don't know.
I just heard the bit of that scream at the end. It almost sounded like Crue, but I guess not.
Mr. G's. It is a Beatles song. It's a cover
That's why I
version.
thought it. It's a cover version of a
It's a
Beatles
cover
song.
version of a Beatles
Yeah.
song. Hang on.
By
gotta
Prince.
Fuck, I know.
Wow.
I know this.
Oh God.
Of course you do.
It's the Beatles song that is being covered is "I'm Down."
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
That's not the one I
why
thought it was.
screamed Beatles, right?
It's a Beatles song.
I don't see anybody get a Sting. Wahida Ann just said Sting. I'm just throwing that out there.
No, it's not Sting.
I might have to give it this one, George. I think you're wrong
That
on that. Heiko.
wasn't.
That was
What-
my
Is that-
guess.
No,
What's that one?
I know. I think Chris Cornell did a cover version of it, but that I don't think would be him.
No, it precedes that. It's from about 80,
Oh,
Eight.
okay.
89.
Um,
all right, I'll give it. All right.
I knew
We're
it was
running
a
down
Beatles
time.
song, but
All right, so I'll throw the album title out there. A bit like myself, these guys have been on a permanent vacation.
Aerosmith. Just Derek.
Well, there
just
it
got-
is.
Derek. That's Derek. I'm
Yeah.
just reading it.
yeah, no, it
There
is
you go.
right.
oh,
Yeah. Okay.
really?
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, they have an album,
Yeah.
Permanent Vacation, right?
That's a great
And
album
that's-
too.
And that's the album it's from.
Okay.
cover
Any
version.
emails left over, G?
Let me refresh.
Yeah, we got 1 minute left.
Nope, that's it.
I just noticed Sean is saying great show tonight, guys. Had hearty chuckles. You guys are hilarious. Cheers. Have a great night and thank you, Shauna, for that. So I wanted to get that out and
Nice.
make sure we got nobody else.
Did you boys have anything last quick to say, or Are
No,
we good?
just thanks for tuning in. If you're on
How'd
Facebook
you-
with us tonight, thank you. And on Reality Radio, thank you.
Yeah, I'd just like
All
to
right.
say, I'd just like to say, stay well and always stay dancing, my friends.
Atta boy.
I hate to interrupt, but yeah, stay safe out there and go to Motor City Maniacs on Facebook.
Okay.
All right. And I want to thank all the listeners out there and the people that are part of the show. Wahida, Derek, Dwayne, Kathy, Blaine from Ohio, Carol, Scott from New York City, Aaron, Betty, and Shauna, and anybody else that was out there listening. You guys are the best. Well, besides us, of course. But tune in next Monday night at 9:30 to the Heikadelic Show here on Reality Radio 101.
101.
Thank you for listening to the Heikadelic Show with your host, Heiko Mantic, right here on Reality Radio 101.